And here we go, live from Finland and across the globe as well. Hello, everyone, and welcome to opening of Crossing Latitudes Game Jam, organized by We Love Games, Finnish Game Jam, and Embassy of Brazil in Helsinki. My name is Natasha Skult, and on behalf of We Love Games, I also wish to welcome you all and happy time zone wherever you are around the world. Here in Finland now it's 5 p.m. and time to jam. So with me today we have Nora from Embassy of Brazil in Helsinki, Teemu and Solip from Finnish Game Jam. So guys, let's do the round of intros. Who would like to start?
Someone else. I'm eating salmiakki at the moment.
Nora, go for
I
it.
can go first. Yes, my name is Nora Tammi. I work at the Embassy of Brazil here in Helsinki. We have been collaborating with We Love Games and Finnish Game Jam to bring this jam to you. I am so happy to be here and to be part of this great product of our cooperation. Thank you very much for having me here.
Teemu, do you want to go first, or should I?
Well, sure. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. So hi, I'm Teemu Kokkonen, and I'm president of Finnish Game Jam. Mostly being here overseeing stuff and watching how amazing job Natasha, Solip, and Nora have been doing on the jam. I'll be in the Discord with the nickname IH. So just 2 letters. You can contact me at any time if you have any questions about anything pretty much related to the jam or this or any others.
Thank you, Teemu.
Hello,
Solip?
and last but not least, yeah. Hello everyone. I'm Solip. I'm also in Finland right now and I'm also a board member together with Teemu, who is on Twitch, is up there from my screen. So I'm an art and graphics team lead at Finnish Game Jam. Look at the amazing t-shirts that we made in our previous global game jam here in Finland. And during my daytime, I work and study as a game researcher here in Aalto University in Finland. And we also coordinate this type of cross-cultural setting online jam in our school together with students between Finland and Europe and Asia. And this is my first time getting involved in anything with online jam with Brazil. So I'm very excited to see how it's going to turn out. Good to have me here.
Thank you, Solip. And without you and Damon, generally, none of this would be possible. So, this is pretty much, there has been Brazil-Finland jam organized at least a few times before. Nora, can you tell us a bit about history of these other events before this one?
Yes, so the embassy organized kind of like a Brazil-Finland game jam a couple of years back. But it was a very different model of with Brazilian game developers and kind of more like a competitive model. But so this is something very exciting for us to be part of, something different for us, and to of course as an embassy what we do, and for example what I do here at the commercial sector of the embassy, we try to like facilitate people coming together and doing what they know best and exchanging knowledge and information and experiences. So this is kind of one great way to do that. So this is I'm very happy with this continuation of the history of Finnish Brazil game jams.
Indeed. And this time so what's different in a context, but at the same time, not that different for the kind of like game jams overall. As for those who don't know what game jams are, we will discuss that very shortly. But in this particular jam, we really do want to bring the people together. So it's all about community-driven effort and people from Brazil and Finland, but at the same time, everyone else is welcome as well to join. As also it's all about bringing people together, as you said, and this is something that has been very, very successful, not just in games industry, but overall, even other industries through hackathons and so on would be creating similar events to, again, get people together in a very specific amount of time to come up with the new things, or just simply question even some methods and stuff, and pretty much think outside of the box. And that's, for me at least, the most exciting thing, that where you have diverse approach to same challenges that we, especially in game development, face as day to day as well. And so yeah, it is overall, we will be supporting the community on both sides of the planet throughout this weekend. And yeah, very much looking forward to it. So would you like guys to, of Teemu and Solip, to tell more about what jams are?
So game jams are usually typically they are, for example, the global game jam that we and what we arrange in Finland. The Finnish game jam is a weekend-long event where you basically make a game out of pretty much out of nothing during the weekend with people that you meet in the jam. And well, that's anything that you can make during the weekend is pretty much more than enough for a successful jam. So the most important thing is to have fun and be creative and kind of be safe and included in everything. Like feel that you can be anything that you want, and you can express yourself as the way as you want, and that'll be perfect for results of the jam. So there's like no pressure, no competition, nothing like that. So it's just pure kind of creativeness. So it's in Finland especially, there's usually participants are either hobbies or students who are learning new skills. So you can just pick up something that you haven't or have wanted to maybe learn at some point and haven't had the chance, but now during this small time frame you might have the chance to take that or a part of something and learn that. Or then you can, for example, we also have professional game developers as well participating in jams, and I think we also have in this one as well. And usually for those, they're just making something that they're not allowed to do at work. So in terms of game development, so trying out new and crazy ideas that with that you have probably wanted to try, or that you might want to check out. But yeah, it's a very kind of this kind of development within short time frame. So you have a deadline and by that time you usually have something done. Remember to also just like even though it is a fairly short time frame, remember to keep yourself also in good shape and sleep and drink and eat as well. So you might be tempted to do the all-nighters, but that is absolutely not required or encouraged. Of course, if you feel like if you feel like you could do that or want to do that, then I'm not going to stop you either. But that's absolutely like doing within healthy boundaries of development and otherwise as well. I can just like quickly also that like I mentioned, everyone needs to feel safe and kind of welcomed. So we do have like a code of conduct and everything, and it is fairly simple in short, like be a good person and think of others and listen and so on. If you feel left out or feel something is wrong, you can contact, for example, me in this jam. So I am IH in Discord. I probably have the crown because I have the server owner, but yeah. And we haven't done these kind of like cross-country jams a lot, but we have done one, and that was with Finnish and Korean jammers. So Solip might have some tips for like connecting and communicating between two time zones.
Yeah, so thank you, Teemu, for bringing that up. So I've been working with Aalto University, making a cross-cultural online game jam, as well as Korean Embassy in Finland of making cross-cultural esports tournaments. So I was involved in like online events that span across 2 different time zones. And the most important thing is to respect each other, that each others are living in a different time zones. And especially during, well, you don't have to spend across like entire month of this online event. That's a good thing. But do care what is the time zone? Is there especially daylight saving time in other part of the world and not in the other part of the world? What's the regular morning or evening hours? What's the normal esports gamer hours in that country? Just respect that. No, not everybody are functioning 24 hours per day. So that's definitely the thing. And what we noticed with this cross-cultural online jam here at Alta University a couple of times is that it also gives a new motivations and new excitements of learning each other's country. And this is a good opportunity to talk about what is game making like in your part of the world? How do you say this type of game idea? Is there a specific word in your language? Or do you have a specific like character or game or stories that you might want to reference uh, or inspire to make our game, etc.? So feel free to bring that up. We noticed that that's a very exciting experience among our jammers who did jam between Korea and Japan, Sweden and Japan. So that's very important things that I want to remind you about. So you don't have to make functioning or AAA looking fancy games. Nobody's are expecting you that. The game can be crappy. You might end up making a game that doesn't kind of work, but still it's a process of learning. And this is a good opportunity to engage with people without like travel across the earth. You can just relax and be in your comfort space at your home with your pajama, who cares? And making game and talk with people, feeling not feeling too much awkward, but have a video game or jam as the same topic of interest that you can ice break with other people online. So that's the beauty of it. So consider that the process is quite important. Make it as a good channel to learn about each other, learn about what is Finland, what is Brazil, and what is like. And I also, I was involved in creating the poster of this event, and I really like this putting this type of different shapes of the trees and landscape in our poster. And that's kind of what I noticed about even preparing this jam is that the common looks of trees in the sceneries of Finland and Brazil are also different. And that's something, that type of very tiny details, aesthetics, sceneries, stories, inspired stories, that could be very different to country. So this type of unique experience and adventure is something that I want to emphasize on this cross-culture online jam.
Thank you, Salif, so much for
Absolutely.
that, indeed. And we are aware of the buffering issues, which for whatever reason, even that we tested, everything has been working so well. There is a local recording that I will be posting very shortly after this, immediately, through just uploading this recording to YouTube and sharing it with you, because of also time zones. So whoever is joining us, an actual jam in the upcoming hours, this opening and welcoming words will be also available through that recording for everyone. So whenever you start jamming, from whichever place in Brazil or Europe or anywhere else in the world, there will be pinned to the Discord channel. Speaking of, I would like to remind everyone to please join the Discord channel if you haven't so far. And I will now be sharing the link to our stream channel as well, or chat. So just a reminder to also join us there as well, because the jam itself takes place on Discord. So that's the main platform for communicating, asking questions, having mentorship, talking with other devs, showcasing your games, and all other announcements that we are going to have throughout this weekend and what follows after, because we have quite many things that we are preparing for you for the rest of autumn as well. during the We Love Games conference. So all of these news will be coming out later. And yeah, so I do know that quite many people in our Discord have been really eager to start actually jamming and getting to start to have all the, well, to discover what the theme, the topic of the jam is, as well as gets to form the groups and teams. And we encourage to have mixed teams between the countries. That's the whole point also of the jam. So we will assist you. Everything will be happening in Discord, so we will assist you also in that process. If it's okay with you guys, do you think would be good to actually go through some practicalities, and maybe I could share a screen and tell a bit more? You just stay as you are, but I will be changing the screens here and go to the slides. So now here we have slides, and welcoming again to the jam. So what we are going to do today is that when it comes to practicalities, once again, please join Discord server. That is the most important thing. As Teemu already mentioned, read the rules of the server and follow the code of conduct, because this is a safe place and we want to make sure that everyone enjoys the jam to the fullest, so that everyone can enjoy it together as we always do in gaming community. We will have daily Twitch streams, which I promise we will triple check that buffering and other issues will not proceed in the upcoming streams. But there will be same time every day. So every day, so tomorrow also 5 p.m. Finnish time or 11 a.m. Brazilian time will be for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As Sunday, of course, the closing words, and then playing the games actually together online. But this would be kind of like online checkup and sharing, and also interviewing the teams and talking with the developers across the globe who are participating and how their experiences are. So it's going to be really exciting to hear their stories. And at our Discord, as mentioned, there will be mentorship, tools, and other types of help from fellow developers, but also from fellow jammers, from other jams, and so basically everyone is there to get the most out, meaning that we are there for each other. Doesn't matter what kind of question you may have. There is no such a thing as stupid question. Please do ask. We are there to support you all the way. And of course, to make sure that you also rest, don't stress. The point is to try something else. This is not a competition as such. Don't take it as a competition. The point during this jam is to do something new, try something new, especially, as Teemu said, something that you might not do during your day as a developer. So if you want to try something completely different and explore some new tools or discipline, for example, as a programmer, do audio or other way around, I don't know. This is a great opportunity to learn new tools, new skills, try things out. So, and for that, you have the rest of people in the Discord who will be helping out with any questions you may have. So these are kind of the main things. Just join the Discord server. That's the step number one. Then schedule. So today, well, here we are opening from 5, but then in 45 minutes from now, or 50 minutes from now, 40 minutes from now, so basically at 6 o'clock Finnish time or 12 o'clock Brazilian time, we will start in the dedicated channel. There is a voice channel that two of our hosts, Oskari and Susanna, or Tipi, better known, will be assisting with brainstorming, team forming, and all of that, which we will take multiple hours to get everyone on board, especially as we will be presenting the theme very soon. I know, very exciting, very anticipating, but that's the thing for today. So after this opening words, we will be going to sorry, the schedule is jumping around for some reason. We will be going to jam. So basically, after brainstorming and we have all the teams formed, it's time to jam. all the way. So that's today. Tomorrow, whenever you wake up, have breakfast, start your day fresh, continue jamming. So Friday can be like the whole day we will be jamming, and this is where we will have again same time like now, updates on Twitch and through Discord as well. So basically you can always in Discord post your status, screenshots, whatever. There is dedicated channel for that. Otherwise, keep jamming. Jammy, jammy, jam, jam. And then Saturday, more jammy jam. So pretty much the same. Friday and Saturday have the same program. So we will be... Oh, nice. For some reason, my schedule is jumping around. So, and then the last thing on Sunday, so September 2nd, we will have after, so in the morning, of course, jamming, but at 3 o'clock Finnish time or 9 a.m. Brazilian time. So again, make sure the reason why we want you to have combined theme members for your team is because of time zone differences. So you can very nicely organize that these devs work while others sleep and other way around. So, and then of course you have really good time during the day or evening that you can actually work together. But plan nicely how you are going to work around so that games will be ready to show by 5 p.m. Well, we say stop jamming around 3 because then it's time to start making the build, start putting it on the itch.io page and so on. So all these things we will share on Discord. And then we will be having the live presentations of the games as well as closing ceremony and then the rest of the news what's gonna follow this jam. So this is the schedule that we are having. And yeah, I can briefly step back to my fellow stream companions. So let me put you back. There you are. So now we are live with the whole team. Do you have anything to add? Not really. All has been covered, huh?
Very
It was pretty
clear.
comprehensive. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Now, people
Yeah,
are
just keep
asking for the theme.
Everything you should be able to find everything in Discord and so on.
Yes. Shall we show the theme? Is it time? Is it time?
Is it
Let's
the time already?
It
yes,
is.
I can see on the chat that
because
people
we
are
can
excited about the theme.
exactly. So let's do that. I'll shortly switch back to my presentation, and here we go. Drum rolls. The theme of Crossing Latitudes 2023 Brazil-Finland Jam is hike, or as taking a hike or going for a walk or whatever it is that you want, whatever contextually even this means for you from your country and background. And now, as we know that hike is, or taking a hike as if easier, I will now switch back to us and let's discuss this theme and the reasoning behind it. So, what do you guys first of all think? Nora, what did you think about the theme itself?
Well, I love it. It's I imagine it's one of those many things that will bring quite a lot of different things to mind for many people. And for me, it might be like nature or sports and all that, and that's like where my mind immediately goes. And like even from that tiny path, I imagine there is like a ton of games already circling in people's minds.
Teemu, Solip, how about you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I was also in thinking of this theme that we need to find something that is kind of that both people have some sort of picture of it themselves, but that it might be very different from country to country. So this should kind of encourage quite a lot of discussion between people from each side and or each country, and then maybe there will be some nice innovations like between that and combining or highlighting the differences or some stuff. But yeah, for a Finn, it means green forests and lakes and other things like that, and hopefully something else. What does it mean to you, Solib? How do you feel?
Yeah, so I also like this type of words that can be interpreted in different ways, especially when we're doing this type of cross-cultural setting of online jam. At Games Now online jam that we do in Aalto University, we also seen a lot of the cases where jammers from different part of the world, let's say Korea and Finland, can sort of imagine different different type of sceneries when they encounter this type of foresty environment related catchy word. So hike. In my native language, Korean, hike is 등산, which literally means you climb up the mountain. And because this is a very mountainous country, we just imagine that, yeah, you hike, you go up in the mountain, right next to your village, just took to the walk there. It's going to be filled with pine trees that are very, very curvy. You're going to encounter a lot of squirrels, a lot of birds, etc., etc. And you have this like sort of this greenery imaginations, but based on your personal experience. Perhaps you might have hiked somewhere abroad, hiked somewhere near your hometown. It all sort of builds up in your memories and how you perceive and eventually how you want to make hike in your game in this type of jam. So I wanted to also emphasize that there is no right or wrong answer. If you ask ChatGPT or if you ask whatever, ask about what is hike, I'm pretty sure the results gonna turn out very differently to computer and to people to people. So use this as an opportunity. What is hike for you, and what is hike or hiking, to hike, whichever the noun or verb you come up with? Try to explore, and maybe there is like completely different type of interpretation pops up, and that could be the inspiration of your jam.
For me, if I can say what hike means for me, first of all, you very rarely go for a solitary hike. I find that very social, that you usually go with friends or like you go out, unless you really want to do it solo again to clear your mind. That's a different, but still hike is a long. So first thing is social aspect, for me at least. So going with the close friends, or even if not, you become friends during the hike, kind of like you have this adventure ahead together. And that togetherness of the hike is something that comes to me, and why I really love this theme for bringing two communities together, like let's go for a hike. That's kind of like the logic behind, kind of in my head at least. And second thing, nature, as all of you also said, pretty much nature driven, because both Brazil and Finland as very nature rich, and this sort of like we share the passion for nature overall as again people. So bringing nature, basically nature binding us together, and finding that commonness by going for a hike together. Doesn't matter in which country or environment we may be. This is something that hike brings also to my head, like this sort of like, yeah, even as a complete strangers, we have something together now as we are diving into this adventure of this jam during this weekend. So again, many options, friendship related, nature related, that sort of togetherness, and again, going through the journey together is, I think, something that this theme can also reflect to. So making games about this, hopefully it inspires you to come up with some games that can be maybe social aspect of the games, or maybe nature focused with diverse natural beauties of both Brazil and Finland. So yeah, these are kind of the,
Exploration.
yeah, exactly.
Exploration, yeah. And then it doesn't always have to be hike up in the mountain. There's definitely going to be different interpretations from there. I just gave you one example from Korea,
Yeah,
and
and
then
also
Natasha also gave one example of social hiking, but that could be also solo hiking or meditative. I mean, everybody has different experiences. Demo?
and it's you mentioned the translation in Korean, and in Finnish I was thinking like what is it in Finnish, and we do actually have about like at least 4 different verbs from hike. So
Ooh,
a lot of them, or many of them, a couple of them are related to trekking and wandering pretty much, but there's like retkeillä, there's
yeah.
patikoida or samota or vaeltaa. So there's all these different kind of vibes into the translations as well, and there's a absolutely options to go, and inspiration to draw from these, and they do mean a little bit different kind of hiking each one. So
And again,
Yeah, I
usually,
think in Korea we have two. I was just thinking, sorry, I was thinking, like, I think we have two vocabularies, and one is about going to the mountain, and one is to conquer the mountain or go to the
yeah,
peak or something. 등산 and 등반, I guess that's the two
yeah.
vocabularies
And
that I can think of. Yeah.
yeah, and pretty much all of the Finnish words, at least to me, bring forests to mind. So not mountains, but forests. So
It's a
nature
very flat
overall.
country
Yeah.
with a lot of forests.
So yeah, what I wanted to say is that when you are thinking about also your game ideas, because as a team, like once we have team grouping and sort of like you have your own group then with whom you are creating a game, don't, like, if you come up with something so cool overall as a concept and so on, all of this is to inspire you. It's like it's fine if it at the end things don't go exactly to be the hike. It's like it's not the point that we narrow you. The point is that we give you something that can inspire you to do pretty much anything in this field to get you. We have a really interesting comment in Portuguese. Hiking is also trilha or caminhada. Again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation. Trekking or walking, and it can mean a lot of poetical things. Fantastic. So very much looking forward. And yes, there is also a comment, a walk from Brazil to Finland or other way around. Well, that would be a very long walk, but you know what? Let's do it together. That's what this jam is all about. So yeah, that's kind of like, these are the directions that might inspire you to take it forward, but please use it as an inspiration, not as a limitation. That's the most important thing here. And if you need any even like, that's going to be now part of the brainstorming. Think about what kind of game mechanics, what kind of things you can be making based on this theme, and then there will be a, like, you can pitch the game, and then the forming the theme, kind of like who would be joining one of those game ideas and so on. But all of that will be described and shared in Discord. So that's going to be the main place where we will be helping you all and getting all so yeah, then we have quite many really interesting comments in the chat. Thank you for confirming all of these as we discuss. And yeah, please don't hesitate to continue these discussions in the team forming channel. Also, we will be opening so there will be also open the main stage voice channel. You can find it behind on the left side among the voice channels, and we will be then making channels for each team. So each team or a group will receive own text and voice channel, so you will have your personal space in Discord also to use. But how you will otherwise create your flow of developing games, it's up to you. we are here to support you. That's all. Teemu, please go ahead.
Yeah, hand raising noise since we're in Google Meet. Yeah, and also one thing to remember that is core values of Finnish Game Jam is that we don't start jamming until everyone has a team. So if you happen to are in the situation that you are not in a team, or you want to be in a team but you are not in a team, please do contact the organizers, me or others who are running, or just directly contact the teams. And also, if you have a pre-made team, or if you already forming a team somewhere in the channels and during the next hour or two, please keep your team also open and for whoever uh, might want to join that. And there's, of course, you don't need to bloat the team to make it too big of one, so that's going to be a little bit chaotic. So you can also, maybe if you end up brainstorming it to an idea and there might be two variants, you might split the team or something. But around 7 to 8 people, I think, might be already a good maximum size for teams, just as a guideline. You can, of course, if you feel like you guys want to do, or you folks want to do the some sort of 30-person team or something, I'm not gonna stop you there, but that might be a little bit chaotic there.
Yeah,
But yeah, absolutely. But the
three
point
to
was
five people is ideal, to be
to
honest. Like that's
Yeah.
usually ideal. 3-4 people, beautiful in every
Mm.
situation.
yeah, that's gonna be even better. So the smaller the team, the better. But absolutely, don't turn anyone away. If you have a small team, don't turn anyone away just because you think that, okay, we're getting too big. There's most likely there's gonna be something to do for everyone.
So our aim is that we will be making sure that the teams are formed today. So we have plenty of time. And even if you change your mind and things like this, sort of the splits happen in the smaller team into the smaller teams or whatever else, again, no problem. There's plenty of time to do that, both today and tomorrow, especially depending on the time zones, since it's only starting to be midday in Brazil, while here it's starting to be already slowly late afternoon and towards evening. Otherwise, sooner the better that we have everyone sorted. Also, I want to highlight that if someone insists to work as a solo developer, that is completely fine. Just, we are not going to stop you. It's always better to work in a team in Game Jam because it's more fun. That's basically the main thing. But if you really, really want to go solo, you can go solo. Like, just let us know so that we make sure that that you are sorted, so that we don't think that you are looking for a team, or that you are anyhow being left out, because that's our biggest focus, is that nobody is being left. So yeah, and do we have any other further comments? I have been just following both Discord and our chat, so I'm very excited to actually get hands-on to to the whole jam. And this is quite exceptional that we have also 4 days instead of usual 3 when you think about Friday to Sunday. So this gives us very nice buffer because of time zones, that we have enough time to make some really cool games.
Yeah, sometimes if you do the online jam like this, spanning across different time zones, communication might take some times, and especially if the team is spread across different countries and their normal business hour, work hour, jam hour slightly doesn't collide. In that case, I've seen a lot of in this type of case in our games now, online jam in Alpha University, where sometimes the team finds a nice good time frame to work in turn. So they will do something and hand it over to their teammates in a different time zone by the time they wake up and about the time they access to the computer or board games or cards, etc. Because you can also make analog games in this online jam, not just digital again, just to let you know. So yep, it could take some time to find the nice tuned communication. That's why it's 4 days, not like tight 72 hours or 12 hours, etc. So, but that doesn't mean that you have all the time in the world. So use this team building opportunity this time well, so that things can kickstart. Wait, smoothly and quickly as possible.
And if you have any questions about that, because you really should be focusing on core things during the, and we will discuss this actually tomorrow at the stream. Also, some tips and tricks, and we will be sharing more of the resources for the free assets and other resources for the jamming. So in the Discord, but also how to scope, how to make things easier for you, that you really get most out of this weekend, and I mean these 4 days of jamming, that you can really get some like focus really on that learning and see concrete results after that. Because don't think of the details, think of the big stuff in the sense of big picture, like focus on a core thing and try to achieve that. Like, what is the main core loop of what you want to have for this jam. But yeah, when it comes to engines, so yeah, when it comes to free engines, basically all the engines are Unity, Unreal, they're all free to use, the download and use in your, also Godot is a very good option for jamming. Sorry?
Fine, or
Yeah.
there are other tools.
Yeah, so we will
you are
be
free to use whatever you want.
Yes.
And there was also, we can just like highlight a little bit. Mika was mentioning in the tools channel that there's also this Finnish game engine called Hype, which you can make a game with your mobile phone. So also might be worth checking that out.
Absolutely. So
But
there is
any other engine is also free.
Yes, majority of the engines are anyway free to use when it comes to these game development tools. I don't know, Game Maker as well, everything, like basically all of these are free to use. And when it comes to assets, especially if you need any as a solo developer and so on, and you want to just get art, music, audio, we will be sharing the free resources libraries that are available, both 2D, 3D, I mean, when it comes to art and so on. So there is plenty of things you can use, and Hype is another engine you can use that, of course, Mika can tell you more. You can find it in Discord. And yeah, so, oh yeah, then Blender game engine and so on. So yeah, thank you everyone for sharing that. And please do put all of these in Discord. So let's share the links there that people can explore what kind of engines and art resources and so on we can share together to see what would be the best for your game and for your team, depending what skill set you will be having at the end. But okay, we are already 45 minutes closing. We wish to thank you all, especially thank Nora and Teemu and Sally for joining on this live session. Once again, apologies for the beginning buffering issues. Apparently now everything is working pretty smoothly. How many engineers it takes in this room to do this? We test everything, and of course you press live, everything kaboom. But hey, this is the beauty of our industry and what we do. So I will be sharing this video anyway, because I have locally recorded, as I'm always ready for everything, all the possible situations. So I'll be sharing that for those who are joining us later. Otherwise, please start thinking about the theme. Also, the team forming channel will be the one to use, and in 15 minutes Oskari and Susanna, as well as Solid, Teemu, whoever else from our team will be also available on Discord to help you out with all of these on the main stage in the voice channels. So just jump in there and also keep the text channel there. And so yeah, thank you everyone. And yeah, now apparently everything went smoothly. Wonderful, we solved it. Yes. So I'm not touching these settings anymore.
Yes.
No matter what high quality equipment we might be using. Exactly. So yeah, once again, Nora, thank you so much for joining us today at this opening. And yeah, guys, see you all in Discord. Happy jamming.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you all.
Happy jamming.